Hello everyone, this is Miss Word. A word is a world, so welcome to my world. Today I'm going to read the second part of the introduction of the Horde, how the Mongols changed the world. The Horde transformed as the world around it changed. As such, the Horde was also a product of the Mongol exchange. This raises the question of the weight of the Horde's agency on the global system, especially on the so-called peripheries of the northern Eurasia and Serbia. Indeed, one of the most interesting aspects of the Mongol integrative systems lies in the rise of the northern Eurasia, specifically Russia. The political economic development of the Russian principalities under the Horde's domination also enabled the Horde to grow out of the Mongol matrix. Russian vassalage was a relationship that influenced the partners, the Russians and the Jakhets, decisively. Much of the Jakhet influence of Russia derived from the Horde's trade policies, which helped to create the largest integrated market in pre-modern history, a network that connected the circuits of the Baltic, the Volga, the Caspian Sea, and the Black Sea in a single operative system, which was itself linked to Central Asia, China, the Middle East, and Europe. Against the enduring stereotype of parasitical nomads, we find that the Horde generated wealth. Consummate generalists, nomadic leaders, repurposed military logistics to enhance long-distance trade, drawing on the army's messenger system, the yam, to ship goods and commercial orders. And while the Horde and other Mongols learned to manipulate their environment and exploit natural resources such as salt, medicinal herbs, and wood, they planted millet and organized extensive fish farming. They firmly controlled access to grasslands, trade routes, and marketplaces, and enticed foreigners to trade near their headquarters. The Mongols also took advantage of the skills and capacities of those they conquered. Hordes expanded their commercial networks in part by taking over existing nexus of craft and trade. The goal was not to pillage these locations, although the Mongols sometimes did pillage, but to encourage the inhabitants to continue the work at which they already excelled, so that the Mongols could reap the rewards through taxation. Thus, even if no Jakhets settled in the subjugated port towns and salt mining villages of the Black Sea region, the Horde benefited by taxing the merchants and producers playing their trades there. The result was dramatic. As the Horde filled in the gap between markets, east and west, north and south, enabling a continental economic order. The Horde's social, political, and economic systems were products of both continuity and change. All were in fact processes, malleable and subject to adjustment as circumstances dictated. Most basically, day-to-day life involved movement, as hordes rarely stayed long in one place. The nomads migrated across their territories, following seasonal changes to ensure their herds, access to pasture, and their own access to suitable campsites. The seasons also dictated when the Mongols made war. Foreign policies Foreign policy. A critical dimension of Mongol-led globalization was a constant flux. The Jagd Khans were especially agile in their diplomacy, forming a complex web of multilateral relations driven by trade and shifting alliances. Mamluk Egypt, Byzantium, Poland, Lithuania, Muscovy, Venice, and Genova were all involved in commercial exchanges with the Horde. All were at times its allies, and at other times its enemies. What looks like political inconsistency was in fact a calculated strategy. Even identity was a fluid process. As the Jaghis turned to Islam while still embracing the law and spiritual sensibilities of the steppe, law and sensibilities that were themselves the products of generations of development. The wonder is that the Horde managed to maintain a distinctive social and political order devoted to assimilation and globalization. How? How did it adopt others and adapt to them? How, as the Central Mongol Empire collapsed in the second half of the 13th century, did the Horde keep alive a system of commercial exchange driven by Mongol methods of governance? Even the best documented works on the Black Sea trade and the Horde have not properly answered these questions.